Alright guys, welcome back again to more Trails Through Daybreak. We're about to start another new chapter in this game thus far, and also had to witness an emotional moment between Farida and her friend, and what she had to go through in order for her to grow just a little bit more. So if anything guys, want to continue on and see how this new chapter goes. So if anything else, thank you again for our love and support. Hope y'all continue to enjoy, and here we go. Well, looks like we got ourselves another Arc-en-Ciel.
Aaron! Look over here! It's Aaron!
What a beautiful dance.
Aaron!
Over here! Look at me! He looked! He's so hot!
Hell yeah!
This guy's a genius! You damn tease! Give us some more!
He always gets so carried away.
The little conqueror of Lord So never disappoints, I see. You must be so proud to see your childhood friend doing well for himself.
I suppose.
It's Sal.
Though, I've got my eyes on someone better.
Is that so?
Anyway, I'm glad that tonight's show ended without incident. Do you think he was able to let off some steam?
I'd presume as much. So that's their move. Now then, who shall I have handle this in my absence?
Even the dudes were falling for me by the end there. Not that I'm surprised. This is me we're talking about.
Wonderful work as always, Aaron, but must you rile up the crowd like that?
My fans deserve special treatment. If that bugs you so much, fire me.
You know we can't afford to do that.
Yeah, our shows wouldn't be half as popular if it weren't for you.
Even if you get us into a bunch of trouble, it's hard to deny the passion you bring to the stage.
Like I always say, nothing beats a show where the performers are just as into it as the fans. Except for the after party, of course. Speaking of which, the night is still young.
Aaron!
Say? Who lit a firecracker up your ass?
The hell happened to you? It was those outsiders again. They jumped us out of nowhere. Sid and Huang got sent to the clinic.
Those northern bastards don't know when to give up. If that's how they want it, let's play!
That's the stuff. When it comes to saunas, nothing beats a good loily.
Van, are you in there? The floor's so chilly.
You've got to be kidding me.
Oh, you really are here.
The hell are you barging in on me for?
They told us at Monmar that you might be here right now. So, we decided to join you for a soak. Speaking of, we should try the loyally. Is that a kind of bath? I only know hammams. It is. I don't know all the specifics, but I think the temperature control is different. Ooh, let's go find it!
What's a man gotta do to enjoy his bath time in peace? You know what? I'm going for a second soak later, and I'm treating myself to some gelato after.
It's so cold and sweet. The perfect treat after a hot bath. Exactly. Cold, sweet, and humble as can be. What do you mean? It's not trying to be something it's not. It's got no frills or gimmicks. Milk gelato relies on nailing the basics: flavor, texture, and temperature. But that's exactly why it's the perfect pairing. Simple yet profound, just like a hot bath. It's pure relaxation condensed down into dessert form, my bad. Like a cool breeze on a hot summer's day. It's a moment like this that reminds us why life's worth living. I get it. Probably. Knowing Van, I doubt he was kidding around at all. So why'd you come looking for me before lunch anyway? Thought I said we'd meet up in the afternoon. Well, since Fairy's still so new to the city, I wanted to help her get acclimated. We've been enjoying our morning off sightseeing together. You don't have to go out of your way for me. This is part of my training. Got the lay of the land yet? Let's see. The temple's in the 6th district. The, water one. You'll be attending Sunday school there, right? Yeah, I stopped in to say hello, but it's the only other district I've been to. This city is so huge. I have no idea how we'd plan for urban warfare here. Is that really an issue? Guess you're still a Jaeger at heart. Listen up. Besides the odd business trip, we do all our gigs here in the capital. If you're gonna be working for me, you gotta learn your way around. Right. Don't worry, I'll show you the ropes. What's on our itinerary? We can't see the whole city in a day, but we can still make a dent while we handle some jobs. And since Fairy's combat vet, she ought to catch on mighty quick. Don't go falling behind now. Roger that. The three went to Montmar for an early lunch. After that, they began work for the day. Quests can now be reported at the official desks. Okay. Alright, pop. Good to know. I don't have anything to report though. I think everything's been reported. Nothing. That's what I figured. A whole bunch of nothing. Alright, where am I? I'm upstairs? No, wait, actually? Oh, it's a bathroom. I'm like, where am I going? Alright, let's leave from here? Yes. No! What is going on here? Okay, thank goodness. Gosh. Oh damn, I just remembered Paulette's old man wanting to see me. There you are, you buffoon. Yep, that's me. What's up? Something urgent? Hold on a sec. You'll find out soon enough. Here we go. Take a look at this. Oh, that's... Wow. They're like the galettes we had back in Creel. From your reactions, I take it mine's a good match for the real thing. Good. More than good. It looks perfect to me. You did great as always, Victor. Looks perfect. It tastes perfect, punk. Try one for yourself and you'll see. Thank you so much for that. That was wonderful. How did you manage to figure out the recipe? You kids told me about the food you had in that village, remember? Well, I gleaned some more insight from an expert and decided to take a stab at recreating it myself. An expert? Who was it? My vegetable supplier from Creel. He's in the back right now, but he'll be out on the main floor later. I'm surprised you of all people wanted to recreate a recipe rather than come up with your own. It doesn't happen very often. Well, after hearing her story, Yumi said she wanted to try it and, you know. Granddad can't say no to his precious little granddaughter. Of course. I'll admit, it's been refreshing trying my hand at making something different. That's where you all come in. If you find more interesting dishes, I want to know. I won't put them on the menu, but I'll make them for free. Really? Are you sure? I feel like we'd be imposing if we didn't give you anything in return. It's fine. It'll help me flex my cooking muscles. Just get me the necessary ingredients and we'll call it even. Sounds fair to me, especially since we'll get to take the dishes. We'll be sure to tell you about any good eats we find along the way. You can work your magic. Perfect. Looking forward to hearing what you kids find. Ah, alright. Well, we better get moving now. Gang, let's roll. Oh, I just remembered something. I had to drop this when we fought. Here. Is that what I think it is? That's the hollow core she used to use. Yep, it is. You normally return this sort of thing to Eisenchild. But when I asked Commander Garant if they wanted it back, he said they didn't need it. Well, of course they don't. That's because you should hold on to it, sport. I think so too. It's only right you keep it. Yeah, maybe you guys are right. It's probably what I don't want too. But you probably didn't want to just have me have it. I think we can all make good use of it. It's your call since you knew her better than we did. Let's keep a hold of it. I'm sure it'll come in handy for all of us. That sound good to you? Yeah, that sounds perfect. Receive the Salos Hollow Core. You can now change each party member's Hollow Core. Press shine on the ornament to change Hollow Cores. Okay. Let's try it. My bad, it's over here. I did something wrong. Hold on a second. Let's do... There you go. Change hollow cores. Hold on. No, we'll do it for her. And it gives her region. Region 7, physical damage 15, accuracy plus 60%. Yeah, she can use this.
I am Salos. I shall gladly provide support.
Cool. Good to know. Alright, with that, let's save for a minute. Alright, I think we should check... Oh, yeah, check the bulletin board. I was going to do that anyway.
Now then.
What do we have today? Here's where we pick up most of our jobs. This is one of the guild's message boards. Actually, it's this district's public bulletin board. As you can see, it's mostly used for announcements or advertising. If you want to find the stuff addressed to us, all you gotta do is reach around back. Blacking out blackmail. I want you to get rid of a certain guy's little black book. He has info on me that can't get out. I'd prefer it if I could explain the details to you in person. I'll be waiting at Kaiyunj in the Terrell district. Thanks. Okay, we got that. Now and then, folks will reach out and contact me directly, but most of our jobs come from boards like this. Huh, I thought our jobs would involve more fighting. I was expecting, like, assassinations and stuff. People don't come to us with matters that violent, do they? Nah, every once in a while I gotta beat up a stalker or something, but that's about it. Then please allow me to deliver the beatings from now on. Couldn't we just hand them over to the police? What's that flyer there? Seeking information on the enigmatic thief Grimmeat. Report any leads to your local police station. Promising information will be compensated with cash. I've never heard of them. A lady thief who has been operating in Calvert for the past few years. They say she only steals from bad people, corrupt politicians, shady millionaires, and so on. Supposedly, once you receive a calling card from her, your fate is sealed. Wow, there's so many interesting people in the city. Because Grimcat never steals from the innocent, many people in Edith admire her. They also say she scampers around the city in a skimpy outfit. You expect to see a seedy club. Your righteous thief sounds more like a kinkster to me. What? Don't say it. The gossip rags are just making a big deal of her for sales. Nothing we need to worry about. So anyway, job boards. Let's go check the boards in other districts and find some work to do. Sometimes you'll need to complete semi-required 4 SPGs for Spriggans in order to advance the story. You don't need to finish all the requests available, but you may if you want to. Alright, semi-required for Spriggan. When you clear the required number of the main story advances. Alright, I've got some personal business I should squeeze into today too. You can now view connection events in the connection tab of your to-do list. Use free time to participate in a connection event with a specific character. Select choice connections. Okay, if you complete all available during the day, you can also have... Okay, cool. Let me double check.
What have we got?
Notes and requests are strewn across the bulletin board. We already got all the Spriggans here. Okay, so now I'm gonna, I guess, quick travel.
What's next?
Check out Riverside. I want to check out all the bulletin boards.
Let's do this.
Gather all the freaking missions I can get before going through the main one. Alright, I'll check out all the shops. But for now, what you got for me? Looks like we got for Spriggan, missing sister. I'm looking for my little sister who I was separated from long ago due to family circumstances. I have a few clues and searching for her on my own has been difficult. Could you lend me your talents? I'll explain things in person. I'll be waiting at the cafe and bar Bermati in Riverside. I ain't picking up the usual scent, so I think the bulletin board hunt's over. That means we have 2 tasks to take care of today. We should get at least one of them settled today. Okay, let's get back to it then. Oh, I can't pick up as many as I can. Only like 2 per.
Riverside is a popular spot for tourists.
There are warehouses along the river, too. Take note of that, newbie.
What's next?
Okay, we can set sister.
Objective set.
It should be that one, right? But before that, let's check out the shop.
Riverside, popular, warehouses, and done.
Oh, this place is so...
We're gonna go to Bradley's if we can. Oh, cars. I don't think I can afford this. What do you have? Let me see.
What'll it be?
I just want to see what you have first. Cap. Work helmet issued to Ingrid's full-time... Oh, that's all you have? How much is it? Not bad, but I still want to save my money. Chat. No. It can wait. Alright, I guess we'll take care of the quest first. And then we'll wander around everywhere else afterwards, because I feel like that's probably the best laid plan for now.
Well, if it isn't Fan.
Where is she hiding? She... No, we can't go upstairs. She has to be here. Are you... Hold on a second. I should have looked at the name.
What's next?
Client Jonas. Oh. Cronin? No. Oh, wait. Are you... You're outside, aren't you? There you are. Okay. You're Jonas, right? I'm the Spriggan you requested. Oh, that's right. It's a pleasure to meet you. I have a lot to talk about, so please take a seat. Before we start, I want to clear something up. This is the kind of job you can ask a bracer for help with. Why'd you pick us then? That's a fair question indeed. It's a long and complicated story actually. Let me explain. Please do. So then, it started with my parents' divorce when I was young. I went with my father and my younger sister was taken by my mother. That was 10 years ago. Recently, my father passed away due to illness. While I was going through his belongings, I found shockingly a will addressed to my sister and my mother. I guess even when you try to cut ties with them, you can't just erase family. And, well, I'd like to make sure that this will reaches them. Oh, I understand. Yeah, finding them would be important. But again, why us? Why not go to a bracer about this? Here's the issue. Amongst the papers, I found what I believe is a court order from the same service as the divorce. It indicated that neither parent could interact or interfere with the other. I think that handling this will to my mother would technically violate that. If anything, I can't imagine she'd be happy about it. I figured it might be a better idea to give it to my sister then, which is why I've been looking for her. Also, since it's not urgent, I figured the guild would probably put me on the back burner and end up waiting for who knows how long. Gotcha. Yeah, I can see now wanting to end up a long-term resident of their mission board. Sure, we can handle this job. But anyway, got any clues where to start? Not exactly, but I did find this letter with the will. It was a letter from my grandmother on my mother's side from 2 years ago, addressed to my father. In it, she wrote that everyone on that side of the family was doing well, and attached to it is a picture of my sister. There was no address on the envelope, but the photo might be a good place to start. Can we see this photograph? Of course, here it is. Ooh, she's so pretty. Right? It's hard to believe we're related. Her name's Jessica. She's younger than I am, but she's my sister. The photo looks like it was taken in Terrell District. I've gone around there hoping I might bump into her, but no luck. That feels like the perfect place to start our search then. Good as any. Alright, we should definitely take our time on this one. Should I take the job right now? I mean, we already went to you, so yeah. Alright, I'll get started ASAP. Mind if I borrow the photo? It'll be easier to ask around if I got it in hand. Of course, thank you. Okay then, let's head to the Terrell District. Oh, one last thing if you would, yeah? Well, if you do find my sister, please don't approach her. I mean, this might be the first time she hears about family she might not even know she had. I'd rather she didn't hear about from a Spriggan, no offense. I'd like to talk to her myself. I understand. Your reunion is a delicate matter and should be treated as such. Okay, so we just need to locate her then. Thank you so much. Please find my sister for me.
Commencing mission.
Are you ready to get to work? Uh-huh. We should start by finding someone who knows Jessica. And I know the perfect person to ask. There's a producer who often hangs out around the Terrell District to try and recruit new people to be mannequins. Let's talk to him before we try asking anyone else. Might save us a lot wandering around. Mannequin? I've never heard of that. What do they do? He means models, people who wear clothes to advertise new outfits, and Van's right that Jessica is pretty enough to be noticed by a producer. So as soon as we're ready, we should make for the Terrell District. Alright, we need to go... where? Hold on.
What's next?
Terrell District, right?
Taking off now.
Wow, it's so busy here. It's amazing everything's under control with so many people. It feels so different from Station Street. That's Terrell for you. As you might have guessed, this is where the Terrell Times was founded. There are a handful of other publishers HQ'd here too. As a result, tons of young people like to hang out here. It's where you'll first find a lot of trends and subcultures taking off. This area has a fairly distinct vibe you won't find anywhere else in the city as a result, yes. I've come here a handful of times with my friends from school. One of them even works at the bookstore here. Plenty more to find here than just books too. I find myself out here all the time. Why don't we wander around here a little while? Nothing beats seeing a place firsthand when you want to get to know it. Okay, let's go.
All right, newbie. I'll need you to pay close attention to where the bulletin board is.
Alright, we got people here already. Check each district and complete. Yeah, I know. But first,
If I remember correctly, it's in a side street by the movie theater.
Get the brilliantly bitter taste of
Understood.
alright, let's bring up the topic.
Can we talk?
Hot damn, that local friggin' got business with someone like me. Never imagined I'd cross paths with you guys. What can I do for you? Oh yeah, I recognize this woman. Nice. What can you tell us about her? I work as a talent scout. She's someone I had my eye on for some time. She used to be a fellow regular at my favorite cafe, and we run into each other there often. I tried recruiting her twice, but she turned me down both times. Said she wasn't interested. I see. Does that mean if we go to the cafe, we should find her? Probably not. She stopped coming about a month ago. I wouldn't pin your hopes on finding her there, unfortunately. Although in her defense, it's entirely possible she stopped going because of me. Maybe she just wanted to get me out of her hair. Dang, I thought we had a good lead. What are we gonna do? You might still want to talk to one of the servers there. Seem like pretty good friends. Who knows, maybe she'll be able to fill you in on whatever happened to her. If you're interested, it's the Macmillan Cafe just over there. I think we'll take you up on that. Thank you for sharing. Have a good rest of your day. Well, at least we came away with something. On to the cafe.
Okay.
Wait, what? Is this it?
A
Hold on.
droplet of paradise can
Oh, right here.
intoxicate more than the sweetest.
Where are you? Oh, you. Bring up topic.
Let me ask you something.
You're asking if I know anything about the woman in the photo? Wait a minute, that's Jessica. You know her? Awesome. That saves us some trouble, having to explain things. We've been looking for her. Her older brother who's estranged hired us to find her. She has an older brother? I had no idea she had such a complicated family life. How close would you say the two of you are? Pretty close, I'd say. Before I came here, I actually used to work at the Orbital Cafe over by the train station. That's where we first met. We were co-workers and became friends through that. Makes sense. Think we'd maybe find her there if we paid a visit? I doubt it. She quit working there about a month ago. She said she was staying within the city, but it sounded like she decided to move somewhere pretty far. I don't know why, but she must have had some reason for doing it. The way she described it, it seemed like her hands were pretty tied. She was actually a regular here at this cafe. I used to see her here all the time. But once it was time to move, she said she wouldn't be able to come back here any longer. I haven't seen her since. And that was that, huh? With talk like that, definitely sounds to me like she had something going on. Yeah, like she wouldn't have moved if she didn't have to leave. That's what I felt. The whole thing really bothered me, but she just smiled and brushed it off, so I chose to let it slide. Looking back on it, I think she tried to do that so I wouldn't worry about her after she left. This is getting pretty complicated. Do you know where she moved to? No, I don't, sorry. I wish I did. All I know is that she's still somewhere in Edith. Actually, you know something? I bet Ilhan over at my old Orbital Cafe might be able to tell you what's going on with her. He's the person who owns it. I think she went to him for advice a lot before she quit. You said his name's Ilhan? And he's at the Orbital Cafe? Got it. Thanks for the tip. I guess we should go to Station Street next then. Ready to go? Hold on. Before we go. What is this?
A droplet of paradise.
Did you see?
Say, what's this big building for? Oh, this is a movie theater. It's where you go to watch movies. It's been a major attraction in this area for a while. Sorry, guess this stuff ain't real common outside Calvert, huh? Have you ever seen an Orbital film, Fairy? No, but I think I've heard the term once or twice. I don't really get the concept, though. How should we explain it? Ever seen recorded combat footage before? Of course, it's really useful for learning new tactics and reviewing squad movements. Well, imagine a bunch of pieces of footage put together that's all performed by actors. That's a movie. Then a movie theater is where you go to watch movies on really big screens. Oh, that city's amazing. I didn't realize there was a place here to see tests of strength and duels to the death. I mean, there are movies like that, yeah. But I'll have to explain it more in depth later. I really want to see one now. Too bad though, we still have work to do. Hey, when we finish up today... Yeah, I get you. Hang on, why do I have to come too? If we're going to be a team, we've got to spend time together and get to know one another better. Plus, they happen to be selling some seasonal churros at the concession area in the theater. Ugh. What do you want, Renee?
How many times must I... Oh, I see your second part-timer has joined you. My name is Kincaid. I'm an analyst with the CID. You're working for Van. I expect this won't be our last meeting.
Yes, I suppose so. It's nice to meet you. Very. Look, I don't really want to play the blame game here, but there's no denying the Eisenchild changed course because the CID got in their way. You know that decision ended up costing them their lives, don't you? I do, and in the moment, it was the correct decision to train our personnel, so I don't make any excuses. Still, the Eisenchild weren't strangers. I had unofficial connections with them as well. On a personal level, I deeply lament what happened to the Flame Eater. While words alone cannot make amends for what happened, there is one thing I can disclose. It would seem the group that defeated the Eisenchild were not mafiosos after all. Huh? Now that you mention it, that sadistic bastard mentioned something about an old haunt. I think it's safe to say that the group you're referring to and its executive members were involved. Well, Almada's members all know how to fight, few are combat specialists. Ordinarily, they wouldn't have stood a chance against a capable company of Jaegers like the Eisenchild. This is simply a matter of fact. You're right. Yeah, that's been bothering me too. How did they do it then? Whomever was deployed to fight the Eisenchild must have been exceptional fighters. And again, I know this information hardly serves as recompense, but for now, this is all I can share. I appreciate you telling us. Anyway, something tells me you didn't just call to apologize. Quite right. I'd like to discuss the work you've been doing for the guild. Oh. Been keeping your ear to the ground, huh? Why am I not surprised? As you know, we at the CID do not see the guild as our enemy. Granted, our two organizations handle things differently, namely national security and confidentiality. Thus, there are those within our ranks that wish to use your recent partnership as a means to besmirch the guild's reputation. Uh-oh. We are rich come from the department that hires Jaegers for side gigs. That's politics for you. No matter how many get burned, there will always be those who wish to pay with fire. However, the CID as a whole would not stand to benefit with a plan like that, therefore I have a proposal. Bounty in the Waterworks. We recently received a report of a dangerous monster in the sea. In the area, that's sea. Location, Satan Waterworks. Monsters Southern Octo. Requesting Arkwright Solutions handle this immediately. Alright, we got another one. Isn't that a monster extermination request? Adios, take me now. It's as if surmise, we'll be sending you tasks just as the guild does. Feel free to handle them however you see fit, and we'll match the rate the guild is giving you. At least sweeten the pot a little, you cheapskate. I'm paying just enough to keep certain voices in the department quiet. And with that, I will bid you adieu. I'm looking forward to a fruitful business relationship with you all. That four-eyed sadist. It did sound like he's covering for us at least. I got the impression too. And that's how he gets ya. Waterway under the Satan district, huh? That's the second district by the way, Fairy. I'm guessing you don't go there often due to the higher than usual governmental presence. You know me too well. I'm in no hurry to head over there. It ain't much, but we can stick it to the jerk for foisting work onto us willy-nilly. Gotta go eventually though, so we'll head over to the Satan district once we finish everything else. Gee, you city people have really complicated lives. At least it means I get to fight a bunch of strong monsters. Leave the front line to me. I can take on any foe, big or small. Well, someone's earning to go. Save some of that fire for the monsters, kid. Okay, good to know. I'm not doing the main story yet then. I got a lot of side quests to take care of first. Preferably, gotta check out the bulletin board here. But I have a feeling, even if I do check the bulletin board, I won't be able to get the quest. What is this? It's a shop?
Thanks for stopping by.
Wait, what shop is this? What am I looking at here? I don't... What? What's here?
What'll you have today?
Let me see first what you got. Leafy hot pot. I'm
Thanks
good.
for coming.
What is that? Huh? Oh, are they outside? Is it you? No, you're inside. So then you're here.
This tastes great.
Are you upstairs? Hold on. Oh, you're upstairs.
This Eastern cuisine is delicious.
Jess. I'm kind of worried to talk to you. Hold on a second. Alright, what do you want? Wait. Oh, no, Jess is the... Oh, okay. Yeah. You later. I was like, Jess, and I remembered there's the other mission. Okay, we're good. We'll take care of that in a minute. We gotta now go over to...
What's next?
Station Street.
Is that?
What's up? Oh, it's Agnes. She must be working today. Those two must be the ones she told me about, but she didn't mention that the guy's a total cutie. Oh, I wish I had a fun part-time job like her.
Agnes has a job? Why is this the first time I'm hearing of it?
Besties tell each other everything, you know. What, you jealous?
I'm just concerned about my friend, that's all.
Uh-huh.
So what kind of job is it?
I think she said they investigate stuff for people. And apparently they're helping her look for something while they work. That's all I know, honest.
That's so vague. Are you sure it's not shady?
I assure you, there's nothing to worry about.
There you are.
How can you be so certain? Do you know something we don't?
You could say that. She came to me about working, and because she performs her duties so admirably, I told her she's free to do what she wants on her days off.
Oh, it's Ren.
But enough about that. Let's finish our business and return to school. I bought some excellent tea for you both to try.
Nice! We've got to grab some scones to go with them.
Hold on! You didn't explain anything.
We're just meeting a bunch of new people, huh?
This is Station Street, right? There's so many people.
Yes, it's a popular spot for clothes shopping.
Oh yeah, I've got a little business with the guild branch here.
Can I get more?
I want to stop by once we finish doing our rounds. Let's see what we've got.
Doesn't look like there's any good info here. Nothing here? Alright. So, our next stop right now is Orbital Cafe. Hold on a second. There's a lot of shops here. I want to check that out in a minute.
The station's always so crowded.
They call it an Orbital Cafe.
Okay, cool. He is upstairs as usual. Why can't they just be at the entrance? Where are you hiding? Oh. There you go.
Let me ask you something.
Hey, you mind if we ask some questions? It's about the woman in this photo. We received a request from a young man asking us to look for his estranged sister, Jessica. We talked to Lucia about it. She directed us here. Do you happen to know where she might be living at the moment, or how we could get in contact with her? Her brother. Did he give you this photo? If you know anything at all, please tell us. It'd be a big help. I'd love to help you, but unfortunately, I don't know where she moved to. I'm really sorry. I wish I could have been of help. Seriously? I don't think he's being completely honest with us. He might know something else about Jessica that he's not telling us. Let's start from the bottom. I'm a Spriggan, not with the police or the guild, and I don't do things their way either. We're pretty flexible, really. So, if you're worried about her, why don't you tell us what's going on? It'll probably be easier in the long run. So, you know then. Ain't got hard proof, but I got an idea. What's going on? I feel like I'm missing something. I'm not completely sure, but I think I know what Van's getting at. And if he's right, then we can't just keep ignoring this. I know you have your reasons for doing what you're doing, but if you don't tell us what's going on, then we can't help Jessica. Would you be willing to trust us? That's a good point. Fine. I'll trust you. But I don't really have a right to talk about it. I think it's better if you hear it from the horse's mouth. What do you mean? I'll get in touch with Jessica and see if I can get you guys to meet up. You know what you're doing, so I leave the rest to you. Cool, no problem. Alright, Ihan got in contact with Jessica through his orbital terminal, arranging for her to meet with the team at the cafe. Lucky you, sounds like she's in the area. How about you take a seat and wait for her over there? I'll bring out some drinks. Thanks. Much appreciated. Didn't Jonas say we shouldn't talk to her? Is it really alright for us to meet her without reporting back to him? Plans don't always pan out in this line of work, and I ain't following his plan if this job turns out to go against my principles. Is this really what Spriggans are like? Alright, well, let's take a seat. The three of them sat down to wait. A woman arrived before long. It's nice to meet you. My name is Jessica. I take it you're from the Arkwright Solutions. I heard about it from Ilan. That's right. Thanks for coming. Our client gave us a photo of you and we used that to find you. I want to go over a few things with you, but let's start with your family. We met with a man who claims to be your brother. He's told us quite a fair bit about you. Does any of it ring a bell? Van told Jessica everything that Jonas had told them. I've never heard anything like that at all. I guess my parents could have hidden it from me this whole time. Should it be true, I would understand it. Should it be true, I would understand it if they did, considering how delicate the matter is. Okay, next question. You ever got a problem with someone taking photos of you without your consent? How did you know? Yes, I have. They've even sent the photographs they've taken of me directly to my house. Is that why you chose to move away without telling anyone about where? Pretty much. I actually started feeling like I was being followed about a month ago. The feeling just kept getting worse and worse over time. I was proven right once I started receiving photos and letters to my home address. That was why I asked my boss to help make my move discreet. I didn't feel safe going to the police or guild either, for fear that it'd just anger him and make it all worse. Well, wait a second. Then the man who claimed to be your brother and gave us this job to begin with is probably the stalker she's been trying to shake this whole time. Dude was probably just bullshitting us right from the start so we'd do a stalking job for him. What? You mentioned you have a photograph of me with you, didn't you? Could I see it? Yeah, it's not a problem. Makes sense. I kinda had a feeling too. How? He's still trying to find me? I thought it'd be over after I moved. It's alright, Jessica. Please try and stay calm. Sorry for upsetting you like that. Still, I guess this confirms our suspicions. Our client here ain't Jessica's brother. He's the stalker who's been making her life miserable lately. I can't believe it. I didn't even realize he was lying. We're on your side here, Jessica. Please don't worry about that. I got an idea here. Why don't you hire me so we can turn the tables on this asshole? What do you mean? I must say, you do excellent work, Spriggan. You're real quick. I was expecting results, but not this quickly. Now, let's cut to the chase. Where's my sister? Yeah, about that. Just want to ask something before we give you a report. I'll cut to the chase. You've been stalking Jessica, right? Oh my, really? This is just a misunderstanding. I know I look suspicious snooping around and asking for a woman's place of residence like this, but I can assure you that I found the photograph amongst my father's possessions. Do you think I just found a picture of some random woman there? I wouldn't quite call myself a stalker for wanting to find a woman in the photograph. No, you're not related to Jessica. We spoke with Jessica directly, on top of verifying her family records with City Hall. We also found out that Jessica moved recently because she was being stalked. Dug up quite a lot of dirt on you too, buddy. This ain't your first rodeo. You were stalking another woman in a different district, yeah? Got arrested for it too, but they didn't have enough evidence to throw you in the slammer. I made it clear you weren't to approach her. Why did you have to get involved, And what do you care if I'm a stalker or not? You're a Spriggan. Isn't that what you do? Take jobs for people like me? That's not... I apologize for lying to you, really. It just felt like it would have made things easier for both of us if I did. To be clear, I don't plan on harming Jessica at all. Not even after I find out her address. Things went poorly with the last woman, but I'm Jessica's family, or rather, I will be. I'm destined to become her family. Well, if that ain't just a disturbing little, dialogue we're having here. I'm eagerly looking forward to doting on my dear little sister. Also, a dangerous mindset to have. This guy's being really creepy. I'll ask again, will you tell me Jessica's address? You can name your price. Van. Well, on behalf of Arkwright Solutions, the answer is no. Any sweets will taste sour if I buy them with your damn money. Don't joke with me. Worthless, but fine. I thought something like this might happen. Let me handle this. Let go, damn you! I finally got to do something. You can keep resisting, but I won't let go of you. She moved so fast I couldn't even see her. Great job, Fairy. Thanks. So what now? Do we beat some sense into him? I know I said earlier, but let's not. No need to get our hands dirty here. Now, what should we do here, though? We get enough evidence to throw him to the police and let him sort this one out? But on the other hand, got plenty of dirt on him. Could use it to scare him into never trying anything like this again. How do we put this to bed? Okay. How do I want to go about this? The last person I sent to the slammer, I was perfectly fine with. This guy, on the other hand, he could prove useful. Just like Van said. Do I want to be more lawful in this particular situation, or do I want to be a little gray? You know what? Let's blackmail him. Might be best to use what I've got and blackmail him myself. I'd love to trust the cops on this one, but he might also get away with just a slap on the wrist. Fat chance that I'll fix anything, so I gotta take matters in my own hands. Fairy, keep him down. Him and I are gonna have a little chat. Affirmative. Again, I got solid evidence to your stalking. Ran a background check on you too. You work for a real big name company, eh? Tell you what, promise me you stay the hell away from her, and they don't gotta hear about this. You so much even talk about breaking that promise though, and I'll break your life into pieces so tiny you'll never put it back together. Understood? You think you can threaten me? Go ahead, see if any of it matters. That's a shame. I guess we should head back to the office and transfer all files regarding this case to our computer. I'll start with compiling my recording of this conversation and all of the documents we gathered. What? You didn't? Of course I did. I can't be too careless in this line of work, but if you think I'm bluffing, you're more than welcome to find that out the hard way. Okay. Please, I'm begging you. Don't send anything to my company. I'll stay away from Jessica, I swear. I'm not sure we can trust what he says. I'll sign a contract if you need me to. You can even bring a witness. I promise I won't ever get close to her again. Yeah, I'd like it in paper. And look, I just so happen to have a suitable contract on me already. Go me being so well prepared. Oh, she must be happy about that. So, under Ferris' watchful eye, Jonas hands were freed to allow him to sign the contract. He agreed to stop stalking people and to never attempt to contact Jessica ever again. Are you okay, Jessica? You look pale. Yes, I'm fine. Besides, I was the one who wanted to listen in on everything. Again, thank you so much, everyone. I feel like I can finally go back to feeling safe in my day-to-day life again. You got that contract now, so it should be alright. I think the guy's too chicken now to try anything ever again. but we'll keep an eye on you for a bit longer still, just to make sure you're safe. Yes, I hope this will help alleviate your concern. Goodness, that's reassuring. Alright, I'll make sure to forward your fee later. Thanks again for all your help, for everything. Man, that one sure was a pain. I'm feeling all stiff, but I know our loyalty might fix me right back up. I suppose we could make a quick stop after this. What a strange experience. Dumping your client that way is unthinkable for a Jaeger. But knowing he's been dealt with makes me feel so much better. I still have a lot to learn about how Spriggan works. Feel free to take notes if you gotta. I agree with the sentiment. I learned so much myself already. Alright everyone, let's keep it up and finish up all of our other tasks.
All in a day's work. Reward deposited.
That was chaos. That's funny. Ooh, we're evened out. Okay. That was cool. I mean, I gotta say, I was expecting all that, but at the same time, when he told me not to talk to her in person, I was kind of wondering about that. I'm like, you're her brother, right? You shouldn't care. But turns out, stalker. Alright guys, if anything, I'm going to end it here for today. Thank you all for watching. When we come back, we'll continue on doing some more Spriggan. Up. Hey. That's on me. We'll continue on with some more Spriggan quests and complete everything else until we got nothing left but the main story to follow through on. So, thank you again, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.